when I looked down, I saw this tag on the floor, and it was just like this white circle tag, and on it it said, "Welcome back to God Nod. My name is Casey. I know it's been a hot sec since I've posted. It's been really full. My life has been very full, but very blessed and good. As a full-time missionary, there's not a whole lot of time to devote to other hobbies and such as YouTube. So, but praise the Lord, I finally found time to sit down and just go through the ways in which God has been working in my life in the last couple months and find some things that I would love to share with you all and how God is continuing to work in my life. And today I want to share a God Nod about how in a time where I felt the Lord was silent, how the Lord confirmed that He desires to speak to me. So in this season of feeling like the Lord has been quiet and kind of distant, just not hearing what He might be saying to me, I was praying in my daily holy hour, and I was just talking to the Lord about it. And something that I've been praying with lately is just the Psalms, and just going through the Psalms one by one and praying with it and seeing what resonates with me. Well, this particular day, it was a Saturday, and I went to holy hour and I started praying, and I went to like the next psalm in line, which was Psalm 35. And as I was praying with Psalm 35, I came upon verse 22. And verse 22 says this: "You see this, Lord, do not be silent. Lord, do not withdraw from me." Okay, so it's basically a prayer of like, Lord, I'm asking you to not be silent. I'm asking you to speak. Like, I'm asking to hear your voice. Okay, so this was my prayer that morning. And then a few hours later, I made a quick run to Walmart. And as I was in Walmart, I literally like just checked out, and I was waiting for some friends to get done checking out their groceries and whatnot. And I was standing there like past the registers, and I was standing against the wall, and I looked down, and when I looked down, I saw this tag on the floor, and it was just like this white circle tag, and on it it said, "God speaks." I was like, what? That's so funny because it's at, first off, Walmart, and second off, it's like a tag. It's not like a sticker or anything, but it was just like a random tag, and on it, those are the two words that it says, is "God speaks." And in my heart, I just like knew that this was the Lord showing me that, you know, He's pursuing us always, and that even in times where it seems like He's silent, He's never truly silent. He's always pursuing us in love and charity, and He is always speaking to our hearts because He loves us. And sometimes all that He is speaking is, "I love you." And what's crazy about that, what's wild about that, is that that's really all we need to hear. Like, we don't need to hear crazy things from the Lord all the time. And so standing there in Walmart, I was just filled with grace, just filled with this peace and this joy that the Lord sees me, He hears me, He knows me. He saw my prayer this morning with Psalm 35 of saying, "You see me, Lord," like, but it doesn't feel like you see me. But Lord, I'm asking you, do not be silent. Lord, do not withdraw from me. And then what does He do? Hours later, He tells me, like, "Casey, I'm speaking to you." So that is just a little God nod that happened a couple weeks ago that, you know, it's just like, these things are so small. They're so small. But the Lord uses them to speak to our hearts and to show us that He still loves us, that He will always love us, and that because He loves us, like, we're still in existence. So I hope that you know from this God nod that if God is silent in your life, know that He's still speaking to you. And maybe He is just speaking to you that He loves you. And even if it is just that, like, that is enough, because nothing in this world matters outside of His love for us. I hope that this God nod has blessed you in some way, and that you know deeply that the Lord loves you, even when He feels distant from you. Please know of my prayers, and God bless.